And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the New York Yankees squaring off against their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, Lucas Giolito.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Ready to go now. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here in Game 4.
One.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Anthony flashes the leather on the run and catch. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And ball one. Giolito, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge. Fastball is outside. Judge with a homer in his last game. And it's 1-1. Two outs, base is empty. Judge comes up empty there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Abreu sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Yanks nothing. Red Sox coming to bat. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back inside Fenway Park. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Clark Schmidt.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the first. Now at the plate, Romy Gonzalez. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And a quick out, number one. Check out the Red Sox lineup. And here's the rookie center fielder, Roman Anthony. The MO for him is contact. The guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Dominguez in position, reaches for it, but it's foul. One down, base is empty. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's Alex Bregman. That's towards center. Grisham sizes this one up, brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. Fourth game of the ALCS, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton matched a homer in his last game. Giolito back to work.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ben Rice. First pitch misses. Rice goes 6'1", 26 years old. He's playing today in his home state of Massachusetts. And a pitch. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
No score here in the second. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now here's Trent Grisham. Swings through that one for strike one. And that is out of play. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. In the dirt, and it scoots away. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The other way, and that's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. There's a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ball.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Runners at the corners, one away here in Game 4 of the ALCS. Next one is off the plate, and the count's full. Cody Bellinger in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Can't glove it cleanly. The run comes across, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Bellinger up to hit. That one not close. And that is ball one.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Hit in the air, center field. Anthony settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Now, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there. See you later. He made him pay for that one. His second homer this series, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second. Next offering upstairs.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And a rope into center field, base hit, and that extends the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Ahmed.
Now the third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Giolito checks over to first, and he's back. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
1-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line drive, base hit down the line. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Judge takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Just the second inning, but already stirring out there in the bullpen. Number 41, the left-hander, up and throwing. Number 71, getting cranked up as well. And that's down and away.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Dominguez on second. Rosario at first. 2 out of the inning. And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Giancarlo Stanton on deck for the Yankees. Judge waits. In there at the knees. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Struck out swinging his first time. That's too low. Ball 1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball there. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Bases loaded. 2 down. Missed with a changeup, and the count's even at 2. Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Fought off foul. And he dodges that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swing, and a ball popped up. This one a mile high. Chisholm. He's got it, and there's 1 down. Here's Trevor Story now. Story with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Story launched a homer in his most recent game. That one at the knees for a strike. On the ground right side. Fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Now batting Jarren Duran. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Schmidt, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. Inside move to second. Story back in on a dive.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Man at second. Check swing, called strike.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But seriously, you just have to try to shorten up. I think guys.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
When you're on base and you've got outfielders that can throw, you got to make sure you have a really good secondary lead and you read the ball off the bat. The outfielder came up throwing that time and threw on the money. Really nice job to prevent that run.
Next is the designated hitter, Cedar Rafaela. Swing and a ball hammered left field. This one's got a chance. And it's off the green monster. Durant around third. He'll score easily. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Foul ball.
Ball. 1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And he chases that one. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 4-1. Back here in Boston. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ben Rice.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Tough game for him so far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Just off the outside edge. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a foul ball. High fly ball lifted into air right field. Abreu should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Fastball for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Rice, the base runner at first with 1 out. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here's Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that's off the outside edge. 1-0. Fights it off. He'll see another. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Out. Number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. He's already homered here in this one. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
1 ball.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And that's through there for a strike. And that's fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
High in the air, out to right, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Back here at Fenway, now here is Carlos Narvaez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So the lineup flips over. Romy Gonzalez up next for the Red Sox. Grounded out his first time up. Lifted in the air, right field. Judge has it sized up, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. There's a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Right side, and that's just foul. This is off the inside, and the count is 1-2. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Steven Matz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees, 1 for 2. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. So up next, Ahmed Rosario. Just missed.
1-0.
Yankees up by 3. Line drive. Grabs it on the run. And there are 2 down.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
The Judge takes a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the ALCS. That missed by a lot. 2-2. Just off the outside edge.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to Lowe. Out. And they take care of Stanton for the out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Yanks leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's Alex Bregman. There's a strike. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that's way high. And a full count now.
Full count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. Lied out his first time. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. The Yankees leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, out to short. Fires across the diamond. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Doubled his first time. And it's fouled away. In the dirt. Now 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Matz back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Falling behind 2-1. Here's a high chopper. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Grisham, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. And there's a foul ball. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And downstairs.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Inside, and that's ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Steven Matz is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Number 47 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
1-1.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Low to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 1. Fourth game of the ALCS. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Red Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one outside, and now 3-0.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
3-1.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Full count.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump. And now the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Low, batting with one down, takes a strike. This ball's chopped on the ground. Oh, look at the stop. Not in time, and that'll score a run.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but Very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. One down, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Flied to right his first time. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and it falls to third, not in time, and it's runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Romy Gonzalez. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's in there, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Late swing, fouled off.
And I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. That one just misses the outside corner. Going to count 1 and 2.
Two.
Squirts away a little bit. Count moves to 2 and 2 as the runners hold. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Outside. And that's ball 3. Roman Anthony in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Now a slow roller to second. Chisholm. Off-balance feed. There's 1. And that's all they'll get. So digging in, Roman Anthony.
You can't stop now if you're this offense. Your season is in jeopardy and you're playing catch-up, but there's still a chance. You just got to keep fighting.
And that's in for a strike. Move to first. And he's back in on a dive. Gonzalez off of first with 2 away. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one just missing inside. 1 and 2 to count. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Squeezes it. And that is the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 3. Back in Boston, start of the sixth, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Cody Bellinger. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Justin Slate getting ready to go. Weiser getting loose as well. Just missed. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball two. Good eye right there.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And there's one away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ball game.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
First pitch misses. Outside corner, there's a strike. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Dominguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 4 of the ALCS.
Ball 2.
And that clips the inside corner. Up and in, 3-2 now. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So up next, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
They take the force out. That ends the frame. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 3. Back here at Fenway Park. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Ball 1.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Abreu in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Red Sox down by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. And this is inside. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Trevor Story. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1.
Inside.
Up the middle, Chisholm. Fires over to first. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. Score holds at 4-3. On the mound now, Greg Weisser.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here is Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 1-1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Narvaez makes the play, and there's one down. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one upstairs.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
That's to third. Bregman to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. This to third, and that chance handled. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Seventh inning stretch time. The Yankees 4 and the Red Sox 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. David Bednar.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, one-run game. Jaron Duran digs in now. He's 2 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Just missed.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they're creeping into my mind right now.
And it's even up.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one missed. Cedar Rafaela in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
No outs, runner at first. And now the DH, Cedar Rafaela. Inside, just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Outside ball.
Movement in the Yankees pen. Scott Efros getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Doval, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And it remains 2-2.
Ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Throw to first. He's safe. And a curve misses outside. And fouled off. With the tying run on at first, late here in Game 4. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
Next offering way upstairs.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Carlos Narvaez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the runner stays where he is.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Bednar won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. That's inside, and that's ball one.
Big situation right here. You got some speed over there at first base. He represents the tying run. Question is, do you send him and get him in the scoring position, or do you let that batter swing and maybe put you ahead?
And another ball. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. So the tying run at second. Right through there for a strike. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Brennan Bernardino.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in, Trent Grisham. And ball one. Bernardino. In his third season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Up and in, and it's 2-0. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And there's the automatic. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And that one missing low. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Justin Slayton, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Whitlock also throwing. And a foul ball. Grisham gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And that is downstairs. Ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Fired to second. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs and a runner at third here in game 4 of the ALCS. Next pitch is outside. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground right side. And that is that. One left for the Yankees, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Scott Efros. Back to the top of the order, and stepping in for Boston, Romy Gonzalez. Little chopper rolls foul. Looking to get the tying run on base.
No.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Roman Anthony will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And Chris, what about the stolen base to try and get the tying run into scoring position?
It's definitely in play, and you want to see it early in this count.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. Throw over to first, and he's back in easily. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 2-1. And there's a ball.
way to lay off that pitch down.
Alex Bregman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ground ball to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. The kick, the 3-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Alex Bregman up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball 2. 2-1.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that one hit to first. To the plate. Save. And we are tied. One down, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. And that drops in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Bird warming up as well. Tied at 4.
2-1.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at second. That's down and in. 2-1.
2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 Full count.
Trevor Story in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Story now. That's in there. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Grips one to right. Fair ball. Aim to score from third. And they've taken the lead here in game 4. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 8 full here in game 4. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Yankees 4. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Jason Dominguez. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Bunting for a hit, down the line, and it's foul. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next for New York, Ahmed Rosario. Ball 1 there. Fouled off down the right side. Chapman now 1-run game. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Durant brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
So they're down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power. First pitch misses.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
That's inside. Trying to close out a 1-run lead late here in game 4. That clips the corner. One strike away. Got him! And that's the ball game.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.